Hey YouTube, it's Felice HD. I am back again. All right, we are live off to quite an eventful start. We're in the Baker home and All American season 3, episode 12 is ripping the band aid off. It starts with Simone's parents and DA Baker. They are meeting to discuss the divorce slash annulment. And Billy is not there. He's running late. They fast forward to Spencer's in practice for Crenshaw, and they're trying to perfect their plays, and Billy's not there either. In the middle of the divorce discussion, um, in the middle of the divorce discussion, um, wow, wow, yes. So now Olivia, wow. So now there's a conversation. DA Baker and Coach Baker are talking to Olivia about the release of the footage. DA Baker is livid. Olivia just told her mom that silence is no longer an option. Okay, we got to recap because we're 6 minutes in. The first 6 minutes of this episode are just, I don't even know where to begin with predictions because let me tell you something. T1 TV Entertainment, Samuel in the house. Listen, that's what it's given. Okay. So let me set the stage for you. The episode started with DA Baker and Simone's parents at the table with Jordan and Simone, and they were talking about the fact that they've gotten married. And of course, the moms are in agreement that this union needs to come to an end. They don't really seem to care whether it's a divorce or annulment, but I think DA Baker is going for the annulment. Um, so, in the process of them trying to work through these challenging circumstances, um, The dad chimes in. Simone's dad chimes in, and Billy Coach Baker is not there yet, and so Simone's mom had a few digs about the fact that he wasn't there. But in addition to that, so Simone's dad chimes in and says, um, "Do you guys want to get divorced, or do you want to stay married, or what do you want to do?" He asked Simone and Jordan what they want to do. And so the moms didn't like that. But we haven't that was kind of like where they left that scene off. And so we haven't gotten back to that scene yet because in the middle of that, DA Baker got an urgent call to look at the news, and that's when she discovered that the tape, that the footage had it was like streaming on the news. So now it's viral, and um DA Baker is getting ready to get called on the carpet for not releasing it. And she was like, so somebody leaked it. She was on the phone. She was like, so somebody leaked it, is whatever. And Olivia was like, I did. In the middle of their divorce conference, like she was like, I did. And she was like, yeah, let me call you back. And so she walked over there to Olivia, was like, really? She was like, there's so much going on here that you just have no idea. Like, you have no idea what you just did. Okay, we're back from commercial break, and we're seeing Simone and Layla. Simone is talking about the divorce conversation, and she's talking about how bad the relationship is between their moms. She said she was happy that Loki. So she said that the leak footage with Olivia actually helped that situation because it was getting ready to go all the way left. So Layla's asking, has she talked to Olivia? And she was like, nah. She was like, Simone was like, Olivia needs her friends. She was talking about what happened yesterday with the letting everybody know she leaked the footage. Well, Spencer's walking through Crenshaw with Kiki, and he sees his mom putting some signs up for the football playoffs, and she was like, "Is it just me, or is your mom always here now?" Oh, hey, Make Out Hill. Um, Olivia released the footage of a police killing, and DA Baker is actually the prosecuting attorney on that case, and she had kept the footage secret, but Olivia went into her computer and released it to the press. So it's compromising her case now. It's compromising her mom's case. Spencer is talking to his mom about the whole situation of the killing. He was like, he was saying that he's dealing with so much that he having a hard time really focusing on everything that's going on with the game, and a lot of them he was saying that he wants to celebrate and really focus on the game and winning the playoffs, but it's the whole police shooting has put a damper on things, and he doesn't feel right even focusing on that or celebrating any wins or anything, because he just feels like that could have been him, that could have been Jordan, that could have been Olivia, it could have been so many of them. And he just feels like he just doesn't know how he can, find any joy right now. Something's going on with Coach Baker. He's going through an MRI right now. So there was a reason why he wasn't at the practice. There's a reason why he wasn't at the divorce meet. I mean, yeah, the divorce talk. Something's physically wrong with him. Oh Jesus! So we back at we back at Crenshaw locker room. I mean, Coach Baker's office, and his father walks in, and you already know that he's like, first I found out that he had a concussion and didn't do the right thing with the protocol. Now he married to that girl, come on. He was like, her dad, her name's Simone, okay? He's saying that him and Lord had dropped the ball with Jordan. Mm. He said he's headed to Beverly Hills because somebody's got to check on his kids. Wow. Papa always has that effect on him. So we fast forward to Beverly's field now, and they are pressing hard. Asher and JJ are out there, nose to the grindstone. They're running drills, and he's really antagonizing him. They're trying to sharpen JJ's skills. He's working hard though. Well, he left Asher out there on the field. Yikes. Simone. She's asking if Jordan seems like his normal self, and Asher was like, I think he's doing the best he can. Wow. Mm, wow. She was joking about it, and he was like, everybody but me knows. She was like, I thought you knew. I thought he would have told you. Now Asher got an attitude. He was like, everybody knows but me? Yikes. So we fast forward to the cafe. Mo is after Coop. She says she's trying to steal Coop's future the way she stole her brother's. She does have a vendetta against Coop. She said she's waited for her to drop her guards. Oh, so Olivia, we're back at the Baker home, and Kiki and Spencer just got there. They had to get through paparazzi to get in the door. She was like, I'm grounded. I can't go anywhere. So thanks for coming to see me. Spencer said him and Kia are going to keep the baton going. He wants Olivia to lay low because at the end of the day, her, and her mom are family. And he was like, "Look, I know you want to fight, but that's your mom. Like, don't." So Spencer said he has an idea. We're going to commercial break. I'm going to come in the chat and see what's going on. Oh, let me tell you something. Mama Grace came through with the logic. She was like, listen, don't feel like you can't, acknowledge that this injustice exists and this is part of our lives every day without enjoying your life. Like she was basically encouraging Spencer to like celebrate his wins and not focus so much on, those tough times that are surrounding him being in that environment. Um, But he's so empathetic that it's difficult for him not to, it's difficult for him to turn it on and off. Just like right now, we've seen that look in his eyes before. So this great idea that he has to pick up the baton from Olivia, it looks like it's getting ready to be a mess. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a mess. Um, let's see what else is going on here. Oh, it's definitely gonna be some drama. It's already some drama because we haven't seen yet what the full ramifications are of the fact that Olivia leaked the tape. So I don't know if DA Baker's gonna have to step down or like step off the case or what. Like I don't know. So make sure you put any predictions that you have for this episode in the chat. I mean, I after how it started, I mean, we back with a whew, we back with a on 1,000 because this break here, they really came back with the fury. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. It's only we're at 8:19 right now, so it's still early. Anything can happen. Now, I do want to see what's going to happen with this game because, so I was getting ready to get into that. Spencer and Chris, you can tell Crenshaw really has this game on their mind because this is like the win that they need, or they are out of the playoffs. And it's a lot of pressure for Spencer because he knows that with it being his senior year, on top of the fact that he's transferred to Crenshaw, he's following in his dad's footsteps. In addition to the fact that hey, he got endless, plans. He wants to go to college. He wants to get, he wants to do full ride. He want to put Crenshaw on his back. Um, I don't know. There's a lot of pressure to put on yourself at once, but it looks like Spencer is getting ready to they're practicing really hard with or without Coach Baker. I don't think anybody, because he was in the doctor's office by himself, I don't think anybody knows that Coach Baker has some kind of medical issue, and they haven't discussed what's going on with him. But he was going through a full body scan. He was going through like the CAT scan thing, not the CAT scan, like the MRI, where they like lay you on the bed and like feed you through a tunnel. He was doing one of them, so he was getting his whole body checked. So something's wrong with him, um, or he may have a concern, a potential concern, because I won't say anything's wrong yet. They haven't said anything's wrong yet, but those are very serious tests. When they test you for something like that, it's something going on. Um, we also discover, we hear Mo talking to the guy that she was connecting with in like 2 episodes ago. Mo has something up her sleeve for Coop. She's been playing nice guy this whole time, but she really does have something. Coop was right. Chris and Coach Baker. And okay, so we're in Crenshaw. We're in Coach Baker's office. Chris and Spencer are having it out. Spencer said he wants to take a knee. He said, "Do you understand what you asking the team to go through?" Chris is like, "This is the playoffs. We got a short window to make this happen. Like, not right now, bro." He was like, Coach Baker, he was talking, they was going back and forth. Chris and Spencer was going back and forth, and Coach Baker was like this, and he was like, "You all right, Coach?" He was like, "I just got a slight headache." Something's going on with Coach Baker. He was like, what about all the college recruiters that's gonna be there and stuff like that? Bruh. Chris is not for the shenanigans. He's like, bruh, we got shit to do. Like, we don't have time for this. Lord. The coach was like, you can consider it, but we can't make anybody on the team do it. And Chris was like, well, it ain't gonna be unanimous. You know that. I was like, yikes. Okay, so we fast forward to the Beverly Cafe. Simone and Jordan are talking, and she says she worried about him. She said he Anthony Garcia, you're the man for the day. Every single episode we record, everybody asks me this magic question. So I'm on the East Coast. I have Xfinity cable. I am streaming it from my cable provider. If you want to watch it tomorrow, it will be on the CW app. Otherwise, you can check through your cable provider. Oh, he said he not tripping off being married to Simone no more. Pretty much. He was like, "Why do you want to link your future to mine? I'm damaged. Like the guy that you married had a future. Like without football, what am I going to do?" So we're back at the Baker home, and wow, sweet baby Jesus. So now DA Baker's assistant just read Olivia down to the floor. Oh my gosh. I'm so wait, we're at a commercial break right now. I need to gather. I need to gather because listen, we were at the Baker home, okay? And Olivia was checking DA Baker's assistant to say, okay, I'm going to stay home. I realize I'm grounded. You don't have to come like low key babysit me or whatever. And she was like, I'm just here to pick up a flash drive, actually, but I can't believe how naive you are. And so then at that point, there was like some verbal sparring between the two. And she was like, ma'am, because the lady was like an older white lady. And she was like, I don't expect you to understand. And she was like, oh, really? She was like, well, let me help you. Your mom had been working on this case for months behind the scenes to get some other cops that were clean, that were good cops, to go on record against these bad cops. She was on the verge of having a solid prosecution against them. And that leak caused those officers to lose confidence in the DA. And so now she's back to square one. She's getting bashed online as a racist DA. And she was like, do you realize that it's a possibility that these guys couldn't walk now because you wanted to pull a stunt on your podcast? And she was like, why didn't she say anything? Why didn't she tell me? I didn't know. She was like, she can't tell you. I know that's your mom, but she can't tell you stuff like that. And so now Olivia had egg on her face. She was just sitting there like deer in the headlights. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Oh, this is definitely a deal breaker right here. This game is going to be it for Crenshaw because of the losses that they um incurred in the earlier in the season while they were gathering their dream team. Yeah, they really got to make it happen tonight. They can't like I, devil's advocate. I kind of understand where Chris is coming from because he's thinking the long game. He's like, this is going to interfere with our long-term plans. Spencer's still impacted by all of the interaction he's had with the police. He feels like, how can I not say something? So we're back to Beverly, and Asher is approaching Jordan. He found out that the coach is not going to force him to do any activity. He's giving him a rest day. But Asher's like, bro, we've been like friends since the sixth grade. Like, Asher was checking him like, dude, how could you not tell me that you and Simone got married? He was like, I get it, bro. I suck as a friend. I suck as a husband. I suck as a son. I suck as an athlete. Like, anybody else want to jump in on this? And Simone was like, Jordan. Mo is throwing so much shade. So we back at this cafe at Krisha. Oh no, this is a Jake spot. She got Jamaican. That jerk look good. Okay, the plantains look hitting. So Preach and Mo is not sitting down to a jerk chicken and plantain dinner. So they gonna rap a taste. I don't know what's going on. Back at the Baker home, Layla just walked in. She's checking in with Olivia. She was like, well, not dirty DAs love dirty cops. So what happened is she's been looking at this social media posts about her mom. Wow. Olivia was like, she doesn't know if she can come back from what just happened with her and her mom. And Layla was like, after what me and my dad have gone through, you can make it through anything. Fast forward to the cafe at Beverly. Oh, Spencer's leaving out of the cafe. And he ran into Mr. Baker, the grandpa. He's wrapping it up with Spencer. He said he's waiting for Jordan. He's asking him about the riots that happened in 92. He was like, were you a part of that? Was the protest worth it? Whew. He said it's a shame that they were doing all that back then and that we still have to do things like that now. He said, but protesting is always worth it. Said his father was the type that laid it all on the line to make things better. Now we back at this Jamaican place with Mo and Preach. It's real. It's real. Hey, they looking all at each other's eyes, and it's giving Preach and Mo is slobbing down. Like it's really giving. Like I told you they was gazing all at each other's eyes. And, ooh, she was trying to take it next level. He was like, "I'm a pass." Dinner was excellent though. Thank you. Yikes, that was ice and cold. Okay, Preach delivered that ice cold. So we back at the Spencer's crib, and Simone just walked in. Uh oh. She said football has been really hard for him, and she's worried about him emotionally. She said she told Spencer that he freaked out about his future. He just told her he gonna be all right. He just said give him some time. She said she came there to talk to Spencer because she knows that he's been through that. He said he's like, I got y'all. Fast forward to Coach Baker's office, and DA Baker just walked in, and nobody's there, but she is having a meltdown. She is just like crying, and oh my gosh, he's Grace is coming in. Grace was getting ready to leave. She said I'll give her some privacy, but she came back in. She handed her some tissue. She said she asked her has she seen the news yet. She was like, it's hard to miss. Wow. She was like, you raising two kids by yourself. Do you ever second guess the decisions you make? And she was like, yeah, all the time. She said, does my daughter really think that I'm a racist or that I'm complicit? Grace said that need that she has to stand up for what's right, that comes from you. Grace is the GOAT. Grace will issue the pep talks. You hear me? She was like, everything is so messed up. The case is messed up. Like, oh, she is a mess. She said, I believe you want justice. Mm. Grace just said our justice system is fundamentally broken. Did you really think that internal investigation was going to stop what's going on? She said your daughter was just fed up with our justice system killing people that look like her. Yikes. I'm going to tell you something. Grace, do not come to play. Drop down in the chat. It's 8:39. I want to see some predictions for this episode. I listen. I need to see this game. I need to see this game. I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I seen the preview, I think Spencer is going to drop down and take a knee. Um, but based on how much time we have left, I don't know if we're going to see too much other than that because we haven't even started the Crenshaw game. I think that the talk between DA Baker and Grace, I think Grace was trying to get DA Baker to let herself off the hook because not only was she being hard on Olivia, she was being hard on herself. I think that she deserved to be hard on Olivia because Olivia needs to understand that she really put her mom in a compromising position. Um, but I think that Grace put some perspective on what DA Baker was experiencing. Like, you're putting so much pressure on yourself. Like, even if you would have prosecuted those officers, there's tons of others. Like, she was like, this is bigger than Tamika or you. Like, this is going on everywhere every day. And so she was like, it's a bigger solution, whether it's legislation or whether it's community. Something much larger has to take place before this is going to even be anywhere near resolved. So I think that she gave it some perspective. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. What's up with Mo trying to throw it at Preach? I'm Team Jamone too. I hope they don't get divorced, but I don't know. Jordan is like he's really feeling away right now. Poor thing. It's so hard to watch. There was one. Spencer and Kia came to see Olivia. Because she's grounded right now, so she can't really go anywhere. And they have well, Spencer was telling Olivia that he wanted her to kind of lay low and simmer down because she didn't already heighten things between her mom. So he was like, Kia and him are gonna pick up the baton and try to, do a little bit of the advocacy surrounding that situation and pick up where she left off so she can kind of fizzle down because he was like, look, she was getting ready to kick it up a notch. So let's see. But no love scenes. They have not discussed. I was waiting to see what tea she was gonna spill with the sponsor. I haven't seen the sponsor this episode, so I'm wondering how she's gonna react to that. I haven't seen any new characters this episode. I still have not seen a few of the normal. Like I haven't seen Vanessa. We haven't seen the Beverly coach yet. Um, we haven't seen the principal. Um, there's a few people we haven't seen. I haven't seen Coop at all. Um, you know, I was thinking that if she wasn't gonna get Preach involved, she was gonna probably try to pick his brain for some intel about Coop. Mama Grace be at your service. You hear me? We back from commercial break, and Billy is calling Crenshaw into the hall. They getting ready to come out to the game. Yeah, Coach Baker can do a pep talk too. He said this is our last chance to make playoffs. Y'all fought hard to get here. He said lay it all out. Ooh. He said no matter what happens, I'ma be proud. He's like, we fought like hell this season, y'all. Spencer said, can I have a word? Mm. He said not just for he said they done fought for that football program. Mm. He said Rome is burning. We can't bury our heads in the sand. We are being hunted. He said our future kids are being hunted at this point. You could tell he is on the verge of tears. He was like, man, if we don't stand up, when is it going to stop? Chris just jumped in. He said, Spencer, right. Spencer just stretched out on his ass. Whew. Yuck. I'm not going to hold you. Daniel Ezra be acting his ass off, young. The dude, I can't think of his name right now. The dude that always got the lip, with the man bun, he got the popping off because Chris was like, "Yeah, we gonna kneel on the anthem." He was like, "That ain't gonna be enough no more." And he was like, "Well, we gotta forfeit the game." He was like, "Pretty much." The man bun dude was like, "Word." He was like, "Yeah, he. I don't know. He got the growling on that dude, like, you know what I'm saying?" Like I said what I said. Don't play with me in here. He looked like he was about to swing on him. He just walked over to the referee. The whole team about to hit the deck. Spencer and Chris just sat down. They just took their knee. The whole team hitting the deck. Got to be more careful. They just forfeited the game. Coach Baker just hit. Layla and Olivia are at the Baker home. and they were watching the Crenshaw game and they just saw what happened. Oh, the other team just got on their knees. What? And Chris and Spencer looked at the coach on that side and was like, bet. Everybody on the field at Crenshaw right now is on one knee per. I'm like, oh snap. It's 8:49. Nope. No, no, nope, 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 nope. No, no, nope, nope, nope. I'm not gonna show the screen. Y'all ask me that every week. Nope. No, no, nope, nope, nope. Those of y'all that be rocking with me every week, I know y'all are tired of the question of, you know what? I'm gonna put it in the little line that's streaming right now to say Felice HD. I'm gonna put it on there. I cannot stream the episodes because YouTube will strike it. If don't you think I would love to show it to you? I cannot do that. It's copyrighted, baby. It's copyrighted, baby. You cannot stream other people's content. The people that do it, they get strikes. I'm telling you, they get strikes because when I first started doing these, I was showing content and you will get strikes. And after you get a certain amount of strikes, your channel is dusted. That's it. So I'm sorry. Those of y'all, some of y'all come here every time and y'all give me the thumbs down and y'all do all that wild stuff. Everybody that's rocking with me, I need some thumbs up because I answer this question every week. I can't do it. I would. You don't think I want to watch it with y'all? Now, what does happen is if you're on the East Coast, we can watch it together and you can enjoy the camaraderie and the commentary and all that. But I'm basically walking you through the episode as I'm watching it. That's what, like, even right now, let me show you why I can't even listen. You can't even hear it in the background. I have an aux hooked up. So you can't hear it in the background. You can't even hear the episode in the background or YouTube will strike it. Trust me, I have tried it. I'm not trying to be difficult. It's just how it is. So every week we have this conversation. Or you can feel free to look at another reviewer. And I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but I'm not going to do that, baby. I'm not. And we're not going to keep going back and forth about it either. Okay? All right, so we back on from commercial break with Crenshaw. We're in Coach Baker's office and he is having a talk with his dad. He's talking about what happened with the principal. He was like, Carter always hated you for knocking him out in the 9th grade. So it did really happen. So apparently he didn't realize how upset he was about finding out that his mom was sick and dying. So he had taken his frustration out on the principal. So he was saying, you really don't remember that happened? And he was like, no. Now I might understand why he's getting CAT scans and MRIs and stuff, because maybe he's having, after having this conversation about Jordan not following concussion protocol, maybe now he's having second thoughts about how he handled his injuries. So, ooh, ooh. Simone and her mom are in the cafe. And Simone's mama said, we need a do-over. If you are going to carry this marriage through, you're going to have a real wedding. She's trying to pick out, oh, she says, you want crimson or red? Mama tried to plan a wedding. She said, we're going to do this for real. Okay, baby. All right. That's fine. That's fine. I'll see you later. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Um, so now we are fast forward to the Baker home, and he just explained to DA Baker that he's been getting checked out because he's um starting to have complications, and he's wondering if he took some hits, maybe one too many. And he was saying that he misses certain things in his recall. He has gaps in his recollection, and he never really paid attention to it before until they had those in-depth conversations about some of the things that Jordan experienced. Give me 1 second. Wow. He said his grief caused him to have a lot of issues with his recall. They're checking in. They're basically checking in to see like where each of them is. And she's explaining how she's been facing the repercussions of what's happened with the case. And so they're basically laying everything on the line of what they're dealing with, even though, there's not really too much that either one of them can do about it. Uh-oh. So her assistant just notified her that Liv's podcast just went live. So now they're having. Wow, Layla is going live. Wow, Layla is. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. So thank you to each of you that have been watching, and I apologize for, all of the back and forth. All right. So moving forward, we're moving forward on a positive note. I'm not really sure what's going on, but so Layla is reading a statement from Olivia. And in the background now, we see Spencer on the field of Crenshaw, and he's basically just, the field is empty, and he's just kind of pivoting, looking around. Jordan just walked on the field. Wow. He said he heard about what they did. He said, I'm sorry it ended like this. And Spencer said, I'm not. Some fights are worth it. I know that's right. Hey, hey, hey. He said, fight. He told Jordan to fight it. He said, some fights are worth it. And he was like, this depression, this funk you in, like, fight through it. Jordan said he's done lashing out on the people that he loves. So That's interesting. Well, he says he knows what he has to do and he needs his help. Jordan just asked Spencer to train him. He said Spencer know better than anybody how to recover from an injury. He said if you would have listened to your doctors, there's no way you'll be playing like you playing this year. I know that's right. He said you're gonna do it with or without me, ain't you? He said he gonna train him. He said somebody gotta keep your dumb ass together. He said one condition though. He want Jordan to go see the therapist. He said don't play with that depression thing. It ain't no joke. I know that's right. He's like, I chop it up with the shrink. It's whatever. Like, I know that's right. He said he gonna win state for the both of them. They shaking on it now, so it's whatever. That's it. It's a wrap. I know one thing. Hey, Daryl, I feel. It's lit. It's lit. Give it 1 second. Oh, we gotta tune in next week. It's gonna be lit. Okay. Meet me back here at 8 p.m. Eastern. Till next time, peace and blessings. Make sure you hit that like button, share this, and if you want to see the review for Black Lightning, I'm getting ready to go live now.